Yo, it's main man David Strand here with DJ KDS.
What's up, good people?
We are here with Freedom K Radio and Hustle Man Radio.
Freedom K.
Don't forget to check us out on Thursdays at 9 and Sundays at 11. The Coco Show podcast, also followed by other music and other legends right behind it. Don't forget to check us out Instagram, Facebook, and everything else. And don't forget, if you're here in Greenville and Taylor's, you can see us and hear us at Reds.
Yeah, hear us.
Are you doing that on purpose?
Maybe that's better.
The Coco Show. The Coco Show. It's chocolate, baby. The Coco Show. The Coco Show. It's about to go crazy. Run it. Run it. Run it. Yeah, yeah. Run it. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. Yeah, it's not a hassle. Hold it. You just don't wanna do right. Stick into it, your behavior. We calling that thing irrational. Oh yeah. This three-piece suit I'm in is fashionable. But I'm into when they young, getting this life for the living is so hashtagable. Keep repeating all the same old things, getting all the same old games. Let's get something that's braggable. Oh yeah. So we can start to live it up, cause we'll never give it up, yeah. The Coco Show. It's chocolate, baby. The Coco Show. It's about to go crazy.
It's your man David Strand here, the Coco Show podcast. And as always, man, I got my brother here, DJ KDS.
What's up?
And we have some more special guests with us today. Miss T.
What's up, what's up?
And Miss JoJo.
Hello.
And we'd like to thank all of our lovely fans that's listening to us. And keep following and hitting that subscribe button. Keep hitting that like button and all the good stuff. And just keep looking out for us as we start reformatting this podcast into the visual podcast. This is going to be fun. So yeah, anything to say, brother?
Miss T can sing.
Oh, no. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Just throw it out there on the table.
Okay.
It's a part of the meal today. Miss T can sing, and I'm trying to get her to sing. I tell you what. You tell me what Musiq Soulchild song to sing, and I'll tell you what Jasmine Sullivan song to sing. Wow. That's a fair deal, and I go first. Fair deal. I'm drunk.
I'm tipsy.
But do we got to do the singing now?
It ain't even got to be the whole song. Just a little clip it.
I don't do no snippet, clip it right now. We might do it later. We'll see how I feel later. I got to get a couple more shots.
You need a couple more?
We might, because you just, threw me right.
I did.
You did.
That was my fault.
Yeah, your fault. JoJo.
I take blame.
That is so funny. So, apparently there's some problems going on in the relationship world.
There ain't no problems.
No,
it's just everyday life.
Everyday life. I call it an everyday loop.
Okay.
You're the hamster and you're running in a circle and you think you're going ahead of time, but you're really not. So we're going to call this the fun wheel. We're going to call it the fun wheel. Because this is why I call it the fun wheel. We make up to break up. That's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me.
But don't it get tiring?
Very.
Me.
Old.
Only the old heads are gonna know what I just said.
Oh, Lord.
So it's like, why do we keep going in the same cycle when we already know how it's gonna end? Anybody thoughts? Anybody want to say? Speak your mind. Wow. Come on, strong women. Y'all ain't got nothing to say.
They need a little. You need to start a little fire for them.
I need to start a little
warm.
fire? Okay. Oh, man. Y'all don't want me to start
I
fire.
feel.
Go ahead. Start a fire.
I feel that most women do not understand what we are. What we are
Not
as
who.
men. And because you don't have a true understanding of what we are, there is continuous conflict and frustration as to what you want trying to apply to a man's life and what you need to get out of it.
Some of you men don't know what y'all are. So how we gonna get a clue? I mean,
Right.
some of y'all don't even know what y'all are.
The problem
To be
is this. We don't ask each other enough questions because you too cute. Nice car. You too cute. You got a nice house. You too cute. We're gonna have babies together because you too cute. Are you crazy? What kind of medication do you take? Do you have any kids that I don't know about? Do you got kids that you don't know about? You don't ask questions.
I mean, I agree. Communication is a very big problem. It really is. You know, that's what I really think. And that's overall. It's always a communication issue that messes up a relationship for the most part, to me.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with that. Definitely. But I just don't know how we can get that fixed. You know, because nobody is communicating. Nobody's really saying how they feel. So how are we going to get anywhere? It's my thing.
Understanding.
Men are supposed to ask questions.
Ooh. Pause. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, the hell they not.
You don't think so?
Hell no. Look. We have choices. We can ask you or not ask you. Most men just want the booty and out. But we too afraid to ask. Because why? Y'all too quick to say no.
No. The
fire has started.
No. I don't think that's for all women. In my opinion, if you were straight up with me and say, hey, look, I don't want no relationship. I don't want it to be serious. I really, I ain't looking for nothing. Then I can make my choice and decide, hey, if I want to fuck you or not.
Right.
And there are women out here that just want to fuck, just like men want to
Right.
fuck.
But
so
then
like,
after a while, men and women do catch feelings.
oh, I know. That's true.
So that's where that line get crossed right there. Well, I gave it to you. Nah. That was your choice. I don't want no more of you. But you caught feelings. Now what? Now men catch feelings too, but we just have a different way of showing that. And oh man, F her, F that B. I'm gonna go hit this over here, but he's still thinking about you.
I mean, that's the dumbest I heard. I mean, it's.
We do it.
Oh, I know.
That's the
I
thing.
know.
It's dumb.
I know.
It's dumb. Dumb.
I think it should be when you get older, you're supposed to you're supposed to get wiser, and you're supposed to know how you're supposed to treat a woman or a lady. You're supposed to know how to come to her, regardless of the fact.
Regardless of what fact?
I mean, of the situation, you should handle it. We are, us women, we are emotional. We are very emotional. We usually wear our hearts on our sleeves, and we take a lot of shit to the head.
So men aren't emotional?
They lack emotion. I mean, I'm not saying that y'all are not emotional, but y'all don't want to show it.
Of course we don't. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I do. I don't care. You do. You don't care. The men that have not gotten to that level yet, those are the ones. Those are the ones that don't show emotion. Those are the ones that just, because they listen to so much rap, and that mentality is...
Men are emotional. Oh,
We are.
I didn't run across some. They are emotional.
We either cry or we get super angry and do dumb stuff. I mean, I'm calling it what it is. We are quicker to do dumb stuff than women are. I'm just saying it.
Yeah. See that.
So, because we know what to do to hurt you. Not necessarily y'all know what to do to hurt us. But we definitely know what's going to hurt you the most. We definitely what's going to know your weakness because we've been around you enough. And we just listen. We really pay attention. We just listen. We needed to listen to keywords. And then after that, it is what it is. And that's why a lot of times men have problems with the relationships they are trying to get into because they have a mentality of, I'm going to tell her what to do. That's it. I'm going to do what I want to do. Instead of being a commitment. And nobody wants to commit.
Some of these men don't know how to commit.
Because they don't know what's wrong with them. And that's the problem. Yeah. I'm to the point now I don't mind being alone. I'm at that age, I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not out here chasing, running the streets and shit because what's the point? It's, oh, I gotta talk to you and try to get you over here. I'd rather not. I'd rather stay by myself and watch a movie.
Oh, so you just give it up, just whatever.
I'm not saying it like that, but it's just like, I'm not gonna sit here and feel like you're a part-time job.
A relationship is a job, though.
As I said, part-time. Part-time is sending my ambassador out to please you. I shouldn't have to send my ambassador out to please you.
Oh, wow. So it's a part-time job. Go down.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, part-time. Because I'm going to tell you why. We're not married. Part-time. Marriage. Full-time. Are you to that level? No. So you're going to stay where you at until you're ready to commit, change, and grow. Can't do it together? Why you here?
So what stops men from getting married? What is something that you could be with a woman for a while? I mean, 5 years, 6 years, and then you never marry her. What's stopping a man from committing in that aspect? What do you think that is? I'm just curious. I just have to know.
I think it's the legality of it. I think innately as humans, we don't want to be told what to do.
Okay.
I tell you, get out that chair, sit over there. That's me telling you what to do. You're like, who the fuck you think? You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't like to be told what to do. So legally, we're being told this is your wife. This is, you're supposed to honor, protect her, love her, care for her. And it's like, okay, I do care, love, and this, that, and the third for this woman. Why are you telling me I need to do this?
Right.
It's like it's just a sense of control. And so I know what it sounds like coming from another man. I do. And I know you can adjust your strap. I get it. I really, listen. I know. Do what you got to do to be okay. Just hear me out. I just want you to hear me out.
Okay.
Okay. Rub it. Yeah, that's it. You're right. I understand. I really do. It's just a man being told what to do. Honor her, cherish her, love her, to death do you part. Nothing else matters until death do you part. So, now, what made me say I do in the first place? It was because of how you made me feel in the first place. After we say I do, and we move on to another state of marriage and bliss,
you have brought to full time.
Things change.
A lot of things change.
It's okay. Adjust. I'm not done.
Okay.
You got something to say? I'm not done. It's okay.
So why be with someone for so long and not marry them? You like everything. You like the way they do this, they do that. You enjoy this, you enjoy that, but you just don't want to get married.
Commitment.
What is so
commitment?
Hard about that?
It's commitment.
I don't understand.
Answer this question.
It's like a waste of time.
I want your perception. What is marriage to you versus me being with you every day of my life? What's the difference?
I guess it's the legal thing, of course.
It's that third party.
But it's also religion, because you grow up, you're supposed to get married. You always heard you're supposed to get married. You're supposed to have a husband. When you living in the house, that's jacking. You hear that, yada, yada, yada.
Who told you that?
Because my family, my parents, my grandparents, this and that. This is
Wait,
what I've heard.
can I do this? Can I do this?
So,
Can I do this?
that's part of it.
Saying nothing.
Ma'am, it is time for you to break a generational curse.
Oh gosh.
Yes, it
You
is.
been a man that long and you're not gonna marry.
No, it's like no.
Wasting
It's like
time.
this. It's like this. As men, as I ain't gonna say all of us, but as men, we only tolerate certain things. You can treat us. You have two choices. You can either treat us like the king and the men we're supposed
And
to
I
be,
treat him like a king.
you know, you could do your own thing, but you gotta think about it. Everything has a consequence. If I do good by you, what's the consequence? If I do bad by you, what's the consequence? Good or bad?
But I'm not gonna tell anybody to marry me. I'm not gonna make anybody
Yeah.
marry me. So if you don't want to marry me, I'm not sitting here gonna waste my time.
I mean, it's agreeable.
Because a man's supposed to know that that's their wife. So why should I say, "Hey, you better marry me"?
But the thing
You
about
better
it
give me
is,
a ring.
it's just a ring. That really all it is.
If you have a man, and I only ask this question because I know this couple who did it. If you have a man come into your life and say, "I love you. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna do it. Whatever. I'm gonna be present. You need me. You call me. I'm there for you. I just don't want to be married," and he's willing to invest all of his life into your life for the rest of your life, you would say none of that? And I'm saying that
I mean-
as a true story from, I know they're already 25 years in. No legality, they just living together. And I'm for you,
And
you for me.
it works for some people, and it's fine. There's no problem with that. You know, I'm not knocking nobody from that. I mean, you can do that because y'all have that understanding. But for me, if you're not married and you don't have that commitment, I feel like things can go elsewhere. You're still single on papers, so your single ass can be with somebody else. I mean, but that's either way. But
Right.
I mean, still, I don't know. I don't see the point. I mean,
Y'all
if
can
you don't
break
want to get
up.
married, I mean, what's the
Okay,
point?
so Lee, let's paint a picture of both. So if I don't say I do to you and I live for you and things change, it's because things change. Now, if we legally say I do and I'm in a relationship with you and things change, technically, legally, the men have to pay for indiscretions or whatever that may
And
be.
I know that's the problem because always saying
You're
that.
right. But here's the thing. In all situations, it's not always the men's fault.
Right.
And that's a big problem because and I want to really paint a picture for you. Like, there are men who have gone through it who are telling their story to other men who aren't married, and they're saying, "Bro, you wouldn't believe what I went through," and they're whispering those thoughts into those ears, and they're like, "Man, you're right." And so if you find that guy who just heard that whisper, he feels some type of way about you saying "I do." That's it. So it's like, why should I have to pay because you changed on me, or vice versa?
But
I mean,
why
you need the benefit.
but why go with the thought of me changing on you? I'm not like the other. You can't say that just because this woman did him this way, or this woman took his kids, or this woman took his money, that's what I'm gonna do.
But we don't know that.
Exactly. It's a lot of shit that we don't know
We're
if it's gonna happen or not.
We're terrified because we're not
How
doing
old
it
are you?
ourselves.
Max?
I will be 33 next month.
Okay. What made you different from when you were 14 years old?
Growth,
Growth. From what?
growing in everything.
In everything. That never stops. I'm just hear. I just want you to hear me out.
I'm listening. This ear is open for you.
The problem,
I'm listening.
I'm saying not just from a woman's standpoint. I'm saying from both sides. We struggle with trying to grow together because we don't truly understand what that means. And so what happens innately, we grow apart because you think you're right. I think I'm right. You think you're right. I think I'm right. And it's so big of a gap that it's like, where are we?
Right.
Who are we? Why are we still doing
We're
this?
still doing this.
But it's not about who's right or wrong.
You absolutely right.
But are you willing to take fault?
I know I am. I know there's been many times where I was wrong. I may have not admitted it at that moment, but eventually, okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if a person always wants to be right, they're gonna always think it's a right or wrong situation, and it's not.
But you
Like,
shouldn't even
if
got
we're
that far.
having a conversation or a disagreement or something like that, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about facts. And a lot of these men think, oh, you trying to be right. You trying to be right all the time. Oh, I'm just wrong all the time. Like, if I'm wrong, teach me. Don't downgrade me as a person, as a woman. Don't downgrade me thinking I'm stupid or dumb. Say, hey, no, it's this, it might be this, this, and this, or something like that. Just don't make me feel like a shitty person.
But it depends on what you're going after too.
Just facts.
No. I'm talking about the men you go after.
True.
So you have to think about that. Am I going after him? What's his past like? I don't need to even think about that. If you want things to be different, you got to look that way and forget about everything that you thought you wanted. Nah, you need to, because it ain't been working going this way, so go that way.
What if it's a man that is used to certain things, like certain women and their lifestyle or something like that? Like me personally, I don't have kids.
Yeah.
I'm 33 years old, don't have kids. What if the man is so used to dating women that has kids and expect you to be on this pedestal with these other women that they've talked to or dated that have kids or a child?
Well, you just gotta talk to him. That's the thing. Like this, you would know if a man is bullshitting you. It's easy. Text, talk. Now, what man text me after 9 o'clock? What that sound like? He got another woman, right? Why bother? So, if he texts you good morning, delete, block. Now, if you continue to text that person, whose fault is that?
It becomes.
If you fall in love with this person, whose fault is that? You lay down with this person, whose fault is that? So why did you do it? You already had the first sign right there. At the end of the day, it's like, I want this, I want that, but what are you attracted to? Oh, he cute and everything, but wait, that's the same dude I just went after last week. That's the same dude I dated like a year ago. I need to stop looking at this dude, because he ain't doing nothing for me. Now, you can tell that dude, yeah, I'm hollering at you. He can bring this to the table. What can you bring to the table? At the end of the day, that man can tell you, this is what I bring, blah, 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 blah. He ain't gonna say, what can you bring? He just wants you to do it. Don't say it. Because actions speak louder than words. And you get all day. A bird does that, a chicken does that. That's why they call chicken heads, because that's all they do.
What you say?
So, do you want to be a chicken head? Or do you want to be just, alright, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I want something better. So instead of dealing with the thug wannabes, skirt, let me go holler at somebody that actually got some god doggone common sense and want to actually communicate with me. Because then next thing you know, 3 months down the line, he on his daggum knee. What the hell? What the hell? Now you gotta do I want to say yes? I've been wanting this for so long.
That's the point that I got to. I don't even know if I want it anymore.
So
I'm glad you said that, because
that's one of those things. And again, that's one of those things that trickles on down the line. That's it. It's gonna keep on happening. Keep on happening. Keith. Oh yeah, hey, we're back on that daggum hamster.
Yeah, it feels like a merry-go-round. It's circle and circle and
That's
circle.
it.
Yeah,
And that's all. It's because you was on the straight and narrow path, and then all of a sudden you just did this all over again. Then you're like, oh my god.
So I mean, at what point do you jump off? I mean,
Hey,
that's,
you look that way. You're off. As soon as you look that way, you jumped off. That's that. If you want growth, you want change. It's time for you to grow, and it's time for you to change. And that is the only way things are gonna start in your life. Those are the things that we mess up as men because we're not ready to grow. We want to play with her. We want to play with her. We want to dibble dabble. We want to hang with our boys. Come on. Really?
And let me add, social media can be the devil.
It is. It is.
Can be the devil.
It is. I ain't gonna say can. It is. Because, excuse me. Now I feel like you.
Y'all missed it. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, y'all really missed a good episode. We men aren't ready to change. We're not ready to grow. Because again, where we're at in life, we like to have fun. When we get older, that's why a lot of times, I'm sorry to say this, but you see guys in their 40s, 50s, and they still dressing like from the streets.
yeah.
They're not grown up here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That right there should have told you, dang. He still on his wish I shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Now, let's just say you went that way. Boom. Nice house. Boom. You stable. You good to go. Mm-hmm. Are you happy?
Money's not everything.
You ain't happy.
Money ain't everything.
You ain't happy. Because beginning, you wanted to be stable. You wanted this. You wanted that. Now you got it. Now what? Are you happy? That's it. At the end of the day, I could be with that dude. I could be with that dude. But are you happy being alone by yourself for a year? Can you tell yourself, I want to do better by myself first before I'm ready for the next level? Because again, life is a video game. Every time we go to sleep, we reset. Nobody even knows why we go to sleep. Isn't that hilarious?
I do.
I do.
Right now.
You're so stupid. We reset every day and do the exact same thing every day. We're in our own head loop and we don't even realize it. Our day off, we want to sleep in. Day we got to work, we wake up early, we dibble dabble, we got to do what we got to do. We go to work, we deal with the people, we set plans, we do the same thing every single day. And you wonder why you still stuck with it.
Round and round and round.
Because that's all you see. As soon as you take a step out that loop and you just like, whoa. Now you're on the outside looking in. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I got out. Now, the only thing you got to do is stay out. And that's when it gets harder. But guess what? Isn't that what we call growth? Isn't that what we call higher learning? Isn't that what we call bettering ourselves?
Okay.
So if you're willing to do it, everybody's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Oh, you different. Mm-hmm. Am I? Or maybe you just still stuck in the loop and now I see it. I'm gonna keep on going this way. I love y'all, I do. But I'm gonna keep on going this way because something's telling me I need to keep going this way. Mm. And then years down the line, granted, you are doing better now and you are striving, and now you look back and you're like, y'all still in the same spot. Girl, I've been trying to leave here for so long, and no, you haven't. You have. You just saying that just so I could feel some type of empathy or pity for you. In reality, you got comfortable.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to change.
Right.
But you was complaining at work. You was complaining to your girlfriends. You just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Now you're outside looking in like, dang. If I wasn't in the mood 3 years ago, I'd be right where you at. I still got homeboys. What's up, man? You need to boo back. No, I don't. I'm good.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of people. I lost a lot of friends. Deuce. If that's what you got to do to better yourself, then better yourself.
You're right.
Better yourself. If that means you got to be alone, hey, guess what? It's time for new talent. You're going to cry. You're going to feel depressed. You're going to want to talk to somebody. That's what you're supposed to do. That is the real you saying, hey, it's time to blossom.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's a... You
Don't drink no more, Jeff.
Jeffy.
You alright over there?
I'm
That Jeffy.
I really am, but Jeff ain't no joke.
So that's why. That's exactly why I stick to my hand.
So that's why men can't grow up, and that's why we can't commit. We're not ready to climb that mountain.
Oh my God.
Some of us aren't. So it's you guys' job to do better. So that way, most men don't run after women nowadays. We can say, hey, we can talk. I just want to be your friend. See what happens down the line. But again, if somebody says that to you, keep a communication.
What's happening? This is GFPK. You listening to the Coco Show podcast on FreedomKRadio.net.
There's one. There's another one. And another one.
Get more than you ever imagined when you trade your games for something new at GameStop, where 150 titles are worth $15 or more. Power to the players.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get unlimited gigs so you can download all the music you want. But there's more. With Boost, you get a fast nationwide network, so the beat never stops. But there's more. You also get 4 lines for $25 per line per month, plus 4 free phones.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get 4 lines with unlimited gigs for $25 per line per month, plus 4 free Samsung Galaxy phones, all on our super reliable, super fast network.
Don't just call them or text them when you're bored. Say, hey, how you doing? Good morning. How was your afternoon? Do something out of your goddamn loop. Instead of being, well, you know, he ain't text me today. Whose fucking fault is that? Can you edit that part? Whose fault is that?
Oh, can't see.
I mean, I normally don't, but it's okay.
Oops.
I let all kind of bobs last
I think
episode.
oops.
Bro, yeah, you was going.
All right.
But nah, I mean, nah, you're right. And it's just, at the end of the day, don't wait for a man for you to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to say that you are. It's more of a, you think you need to acquire this to be able to do X, Y, Z. But nothing's holding you back from being who you are now.
Nothing.
So,
except you.
If you want whatever you want in your life, acquire those things. Because all you're doing is really elevating the ability, being worthy of you saying I do to some other dude. And that eliminates a lot of these fuck boys.
Well, I mean, I'm still gonna be a little lost out here because I feel like if you're in a relationship, and not all relationships are perfect, of course, but for the most part, everything is pretty good, and it's just the commitment of marriage is the only thing that has not went forth. But everything else goes pretty good together.
I'm hella
confused.
I'm about to bust you. I'm about to bust. I'm about to bust. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't know if we gonna say the same subject. Like if I say something different.
Let's go back to those now.
Alright, cool. So, first words out your mouth. I was lost.
I'm lost. I'm lost now.
Now, hold up. Now, question. For 33, was it 33 days or 30 days?
For what?
When
Are
Jesus,
you going biblically?
I'm going biblically. With that word.
Let's take that word. Biblically.
I can't. I'm messed up. I'm semi-high. He was lost. He was walking in the desert.
It's 40 days, 40 nights.
40. That's when it rained. 40 days, 40 nights, man.
Oh Lord.
I said walking in the desert, bro.
How long were they lost in the desert, man?
He wasn't lost. Well, he was lost, but he was on a journey. He was on a journey. So, wait. He's on a journey. This is your journey. This is your new start. You being lost is perfect because now it's time for you to find yourself. And that's hard. Because again, you got to face some demons. Not typically, but you got to face them here in order to move forward. Because every time you move forward, it's gonna be a little demon scratching at the back of your head. What he doing?
Almost definitely. I've been seeing a lot of them pop up. You're right.
Oh, what he doing? Why deal with that when you can just go ahead and go back? Deal with all of that and keep searching, and you eventually find yourself. Now, what part was you gonna hit on, brother?
About what exactly?
She said she was lost.
Oh, I mean, the fact that you say that though, it's more of a lack of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just tells me there's something, a part of the life puzzle that you missed.
Mm-hmm.
If you had it, then you will be able to continue on, regardless of whatever. You'll be able to continue on, but there's something you missed. So all I'm saying is, while you were in your life, better your understanding about what you're trying to acquire before you get it. Because if you acquire knowledge prior to saying I do, you can better maintain what you have. And at the same time, you can really, I'm gonna be honest with you, men are stupid. Can I say that? Mm-hmm. Men are stupid.
Oh yeah.
But if you acquire knowledge of who we are as individuals, you can really raise that man to be all you really want.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Didn't they say in the book you have to mold?
It requires that.
But how long does it take?
Let me hit it. No, let me hit it.
How long does it take, Joe?
It don't take that long.
No.
What I gotta wait?
No. See, when you're in your loss and your journey, guess another thing what you gotta find. Patience.
And I've been patient. I've been patient.
Have you been patient, or has it been times of, hey, go deal with this real quick?
Jeez.
Yep.
Sometimes it's not about us women finding ourselves, because some of us women been single for years, years on down the line. It could be 6 years, 3 years, whatever. And we've already found ourselves. We found what made us happy. But we want to involve a man that we love, and we're trying to, how do we tell or show a man that, okay, we want you there. We want you a part of it. But they're like in a whole nother time zone, in a fantasy world, or I mean, it's
okay. You ever played a video game?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of game?
All types of games.
Okay. Games have levels, right? If you want to get out into the next level, what you got to do? You got to find certain things in that level to move to the next one, right?
Yeah.
And if you're stuck, you only have one choice: go back or start over. Now, in the life of this game that we're playing in life, are you going through your level with everything that you need, or do you constantly need to go back?
Going back seems easier sometimes.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to, though, unless you forgot something that makes you move forward. Now, if you don't get off that stage, whose fault is that? That's yours, because you lost something that you were supposed to get. and you chose not to get it. Just remember that. And that's where patience kicks in. Because again, you sometimes got to sit back and watch. You got to watch. David D said a long time, you got to watch. And when you watch, you start to see certain things. That's when your patience starts to come in. Your patience realize to where
I was right here. I was just rubbing my temporal lobe.
Yeah, I hear you, temporal lobe. You have to realize, like,
Jeffy.
Going back, you can only go back so much before you start hitting the reset button. And then you have to do it all over again. And then you get stuck at the exact same spot.
Well, maybe should we just start another game?
No.
I mean, maybe you might be better luck next time. The next game that you get on.
Find, as a woman, you want to find yourself. But if this man doesn't see your vision, doesn't see the same idea, he no longer exists.
Do you have a Coco Show t-shirt yet? What are you waiting for? Text 704-345-0324 and we will send you the design we offer. Make your selection with your mailing address, phone number, and shirt size along with the payment via Cash App, and we will process your order. It's that simple. Coco Show merch today.
Because he don't want to be part of you no more. He does not want to grow. He does not want to move forward. At that point, it's not even about commitment. Now it's about growth. Do I want to grow? Or do I want to play?
But if a man says, okay, we do everything as if we are married and we are together, the only thing missing is the ring, but everything else is the way it should be, everything is aligned. I mean,
he wants to still play. It's like this.
He's not playing with nobody else. He's not communicating with nobody else. He's not being with nobody else.
He just don't want to commit.
That's it.
Then ask him why. As men, it's like this. As men,
we're already married.
As men, what do you mean? Yeah, because y'all live together. But as men, you really have to talk to us because we have big heads, we have egos, we have pride. And that eyebrow told me a lot.
Some of us women have a lot of pride too.
And egos. So I mean, don't start that, dog.
My dog probably at home crying now.
Oh Lord. So it's a game. Do you want to keep going back? Or do you want to complete the level and keep moving forward?
I mean, it's a masculine mentality. That's just what it is. And it's like you got to realize too, what we've been conditioned to think what is normal or okay for all of our life. It ain't just like pertaining to women. I mean, everything we do, it's just levels. That's it. And some men get into this mindset of this is it, and so they'll find a woman and they'll just settle down. And then some men get this big head like, I know I can do better, and they'll play the game up until they find or feel they can, acquire something better, not knowing that at the same time it really isn't a game. This is life. So that's why I say y'all play a crucial part. You have to realize that if you acquire a man's attention, you have that man. Like, nothing's more valuable to us than our time. So if I'm telling you, and it don't matter what you think about us, like, if we say, I want to hang with you, I want to be with you, I want this, our time there's nothing more valuable. So you have us in that moment. Now, what you do with those moments is completely up to you. And I will tell you this, because I feel I'm forfeiting so much more of my life to just be in the moment with you. You better believe I'm watching everything you say and do to me, and it's going to dictate how I treat you, what I do from this point forward, whether I'm with you or not. It's just going to shape the course of who we are. And if you push me to a limit, I feel like it's not worth my time, boom, I'm gonna blow up on you. I'm just being honest with you. That's just conditioning That's just how we are. That's how we've been conditioned.
It almost feel like sometimes in a relationship, I feel like a parent.
Yeah.
I feel like I want you to do better. I want to see you do better. I want to see you rise. I want to see great things for you. So I'm continuously telling you, do this. And it's like a repetitive thing. I feel like I'm repeating myself. But but
you gotta let her get it out.
Let me get it out. But I also feel like I shouldn't have to do that. But at the same time, I want to see you grow and elevate. So I feel like I want to say something. I don't want to see you fall. And maybe I should have stepped back and let you fall instead of doing that. But at that moment in time, I feel like, hey, I gotta say something. I gotta help them. I gotta make sure they do good. They get where they need to go or whatever. But it started to feel like I'm a parent. And at this point, I don't want to fuck my child. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to. I don't even want to do the thing with my child. Okay? So it starts to feel like a parent instead of, it's like I'm with a child instead of with my man. But it's like, it's a tug of war because it's like, I want to see him do good. I want to make sure he don't fall, but I also love him with all of my heart. So it's like, well, which side am I on? Where do I go from here? I get confused. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You have to reside in love. Listen to me. You have to reside in love. If you don't, that is you telling a grown man, you don't need to do this.
But wait.
Do that.
But wait.
And what did I say in the beginning? Men don't like, no one likes to be told what to do.
But wait.
And that's why I ain't married, I guess.
But wait. Okay, look. Sometimes, if whatever that man is interested in, sometimes just be there. Don't even talk. Just be there. He gotta be like, what you here for? I'm here, baby. I'm here for you. It's almost like a mind fuck.
But what if we are there? We're there.
You give him that support. Now, if he doesn't push himself, you're right. That's when you don't want to be a parent. That's when you be like, look. That's when your foot got to go down. And this is where a lot of things happen. You got to be like, look, I'm here to support you. I need you to do this. Now, if you want to not do this, remember, I'm not going to be here. Because I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you. Now, if you don't want to help yourself, what am I doing? You're being a parent.
I don't want to be a parent.
So you're going to tell him, hey, who told you to stop? Because somebody else said something? That's criticism.
If you're going to be a parent, you might as well have a child.
Exactly. If you like, hey, somebody said something to you, man, get up. That's criticism. You're going to hear that when you get famous. So get up. Now, if you be like, man, whatever, man. All right. That's what you want to do? Gotcha. Now it's time to...
So I'm going to say this for the ladies, because I'm going to have to say this. So when you give your all that you can give and you do the best that you can do in a relationship and the man still doesn't get it, you start to think, well, what did I do wrong? What did I lack?
You got to ask yourself that.
And it starts to eat at you like, but I don't feel like it should be you looking at you if it's the man that has the problem. But you start to think that for yourself, like, hey, what is it that I did wrong?
Then you sit down and talk to him. You gotta talk. Those are things that if he can't sit down and talk, why are you with him?
We can talk.
Yeah.
And if nothing...
we can talk all day, but are they really listening?
If you don't see the change, you need to change. Leave. It's like this. You got a choice. You can sit there and settle, or you can leave.
Well, that's why I moved out.
There you go.
But it still ain't work because it's still ain't getting through his head. It's not going anywhere.
It's not meant to go through his head, but it's meant for you to keep moving forward. That's what it's meant for you to do. Let him sit, you fly.
But it's still as if we're sort of flying together, but not flying together. If you will. Because I don't think they still get the point.
He done made himself at home.
Another thing we all have to do is relinquish control. You don't run nothing. I just want to say that just so you can hear it. You don't run nothing. I don't run nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta let go. Because what you trying to make happen, you trying to make happen in your time. You don't run nothing. You be to present the best you. I told you the other night, you're a wonderful woman. Present the best you and just be patient. That's it.
That's it.
I mean,
I'm not a patient type person.
And that's
I'm
what
not.
you
I'm not patient.
You gotta.
I'm not patient.
In order for you to move forward and grow, you got to be patient.
But in my last relationship, I was patient. When me and him split, I was patient for 3 years. 3 years. And it took everything out of me to talk to this dude. It took everything out of me. Because I feel like every guy ain't shit. Ain't about nothing, not talking about nothing. I feel like every guy wants one thing and one thing only. Exactly. Like, they're not trying to really get to know the real you. They're willing to, take you out, out to eat, whatever, once or twice. But then is hoping to get in your pants eventually. And I'm like, we're in our 30s, some older, so I'm just like, when does the childish part stop? Like, get to know the real me, and then judge. Don't judge on what you think you know.
Well, depends on what you want to do and who you want. And there you have it for the Coco Show. We have me, David Strain, DJ KDS.
Yeah, I'm on.
Sleepy Self. Miss T.
Miss
Jaja. We had a lovely conversation, and we're gonna wait to the next one.
Do it again, though.
We got to do it again. Yeah, because you are messed up. And that is it for the Coco Show podcast. You may be at David Strand, this Chocolate Baby. Y'all have a good night. So, this is it for the Coco Show with me, David Strand. It's Chocolate Baby.
Thank you for listening to the Coco Show. Check out other episodes on Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. You can also listen to current episodes on freedomkradio.net. If you have a topic idea that you would like us to discuss on this platform, feel free to email us at 1tccshow@gmail.com. Again, that's 1tccshow@gmail.com. Please like and subscribe to The Coco Show and share with all your friends. Thanks again for listening.